I'm Renee Russo, and I tell people I get entrepreneurs unstuck. And to help me do that, I have become an applied integration systems specialist. So I take human systems, such as the entrepreneurial operating system for the business, value acceleration model for the business owner to maximize their value, and personal energy management systems. And I teach people to apply and integrate them into their life, run those systems to then increase their performance, elevate their results, and ultimately get unstuck so they can realize their freedom to live their life by design. I had been asked and given a really wonderful opportunity to deliver a keynote and share my personal story, personal professional journey, whole person journey on stage for the first time. And I am at an age where that story is ever evolving, and I struggled to really lock in a narrative and then package that up in a way that would not only have impact, but translate into creating ripples of change in the experience of the audience after keynote. I've been to many keynotes where it was like, wow, and then that was it. And then I've been to other keynotes was very teachy, and it just didn't hit me. And so I wanted something in between that I could magnify message and create impact. And so I was referred to, I actually called many people. And then I was introduced to Teresa, Connect to the Core. And what struck me was she had a process. And as an applied systems integration specialist, that really appealed to me because I know I'm going to get better results when there's a process. So immediately I knew that she was different from the rest. She helped me really create bones and structure and flow so that I could not only deliver a great keynote, but I could be in command of the experience because I had the prep, I had the process, so I could show up and be in control. So it was great. The big aha for me, it was that it wasn't about what I wanted to say. It was about what they needed to hear. And that this was a vehicle for connection rather than just speaking. So that was a huge insight for me. I am a deeply intimate person. I love to engage to the core with people. And interestingly, I didn't correlate that to the potential of being on stage. But Teresa helped me realize that I could. So it was great. I feel more mindful around what I say and how I am and how my words create impact and ripples of change. So I'm more thoughtful, but at the same time, I allow myself to be free and authentic with my whole self all the time. I understand my message. I understand who I am, and her program has just kind of helped me unlock a lot more of my authenticity. I have also received other coaching since, and I delivered a 7-minute impact talk, TED talk type of thing at a national EO event. And I was pretty wowed by the coach at first. And then I actually struggled to find the time to participate in that other coach's coaching program, to the point that he thought maybe it wasn't a good idea for me to actually be, going ahead and getting on stage. And I said to this coach, I said, don't worry, I have got this. And because I knew I had Teresa's work behind me. And it was a different experience. It was jamming in a big message into 7 minutes. And I only had one coaching session with the coach, but I drew on everything Teresa told me, and I got out on stage. and it was a showstopper. So I feel that her work also perpetuates through every opportunity you get on stage. It continues on because you understand the structure, you understand the science of speaking to connect with people. And so it's just given me more and more courage to keep on doing it, say yes to every opportunity, because every time I get out there, I just get better. I feel like the greatest barrier that humans face is their inability to communicate effectively and translate meaning with other people. And so it really doesn't matter what profession you're in, if communicating and connecting with other people, one-to-one or at scale, is important. And communicating with the audience in mind is key to success. This program is worth the investment. You are worth the investment, because the more effective you are in your communication, the more impact you can have in the lives of other people and the world around you. You are the ultimate investment. And every dollar and every minute, it's not even so much about the money, it's the time, attention, and energy and commitment that you put into making yourself better, magnifies exponentially. It starts with you. I think a lot of people feel like public speaking is about just jumping straight into the deep end and figuring out how to swim. What I liked about Teresa's process, it reminds me, oh no, you don't have to jump in the deep end. We can just walk in through the shallow end. And she's got this tool that really breaks down who's the audience, what do you know about them, what do you appreciate about them, and how can you help them, what's the message, what are the things that could go wrong. Like, it just kind of gets the engine going. And so by the time you get to the deep end, you're swimming. So it's a gradual process that starts with a light entry, but that light entry is very, very empowering. And it gives you more and more motivation to swim into the deep end. But then by then you're a confident swimmer. So I like that light entry process, a structured entry. She also gets right in there. Like, she will get in and completely manipulate. You can keep your own version of your talk, but she'll get in, she'll get her hands all over your talk and chop it up and make a lot of changes and whatever. So I like how hands-on she is. Now, the power of feedback is that you can take it or leave it. So, and she's very direct around that. Like, take what helps, leave what doesn't. But I love the extent to which she was willing to cross the line and actually get in the pool with me and get her hands around my talk, tear it up, manipulate it, whatever. And then we could work through what we kept and what we didn't and so forth. So I also liked her intimate level of connection to the core of what I'm trying to say, because she was willing to get in the pool with me. So they always ensured that we knew when we were meeting next. They were able to, when Teresa looked at something, sent something back to me, I didn't have to wait to the meetings with Teresa. It felt like the process kept going on the back end. So I felt managed, which was great. I would say you're worthy of this work. You are capable of far more than you know, and it's okay to ask for help. It's essential that you ask for help. In order to get what you want, you need to ask for what you need. And everybody needs help in their ability to communicate effectively, one-on-one, small groups, or at scale. So I would just say, get out of your own way and get in the program. You don't have to be just a public speaker to be looking at this program. Anybody who understands that communication is important in their profession, that has something that's important to communicate to other people. You don't have to be a paid speaker or a professional speaker to be coming to this program. It's really for mass consumption. And you don't have to have it all figured out and a talk figured out. Teresa's process will take you from any point where you are to where you need to get to. So I think it's a great investment. And I would say that the only difference between those who do rise and those who don't is that those who believe they can. If you believe you're capable of this, then get the help you need and reach your full potential.